Good morning, good morning. Let's see. So here's what our camp looks like. We're about to start the tournament, and yeah, I went a little backwards on posting the videos and stuff. I just wanted to show you what it looked like. It's 7:50 in the morning. We're about to start rigging up and everything else. We're just getting up, actually set up for us to start running baits. So let's see how this goes.
Gotta bite. I think I got a lot of stress on my mind. It's a nice day to go. Yeah, I gotta line. I'ma call up the whole team.
So for this tournament, I'll be using our 30-foot shark rigs that, as you can tell, have got a lot of backing, a lot of tournament wins and stuff like that. And we're gonna go ahead and see if we can get another one set up for this year. We got one win with the leader, so we got plenty of space there. And that's a long history right there, guys. Here's our baits. We got some Jack Crevalle. We also got Cownos. And yes, those are circle hooks, 24/0. We got Southern Stingray. And we're gonna be rigging this up so that way we can get our baits up. There's our rigs right there. I've got 3 80s, one T-Rex 130, and Damon's got his 80s and his HXWs. But as far as you can see, there's nobody to our south right there. And it is, talk about pristine conditions right here. And yep, it's time. You can see my rods have already been kayaked out. This is part of the behind the scenes deal that I wanted to show y'all, you know, getting the baits out and stuff like that. And this is before all the chaos started of us actually catching anything. And yes sir, talk about putting baits out 2 at a time. What I was doing was I was running, say, the HXW with an 80. I would drop the HXW and then I would keep going and drop my 80. Most of them range from 600 yards out to 800, then there's 1200 and so forth. And I got 6 baits right there, got them out, and I'm exhausted. And actually by the time I got done running the 6th bait, I was cramping up so bad that I barely made it back to shore. And mind you, this is actually before we had that first run of that shark that got off. And y'all already seen that video because this one was the first one of the tournament. But yeah, we got some storm cells around us and stuff like that. But we're gonna keep doing it up, keep fishing, and we'll see how it goes. But this is the spot we selected, and it was after looking at the way the guts were and stuff like that, and this little beach area right there. Because if the tide was gonna come up, we wouldn't have to worry too much of having to move because it would have that little berm before the vehicle. But I had never ran into that situation that bad. But I think it was because I was trying to get baits out so quickly that I was running them back to back to back, getting on the kayak and trying to get it done before it got too late in the day and to where it would get too hot. And as you can see, the right kayak that I was using is the Old Town Predator PDL. And there's our guts right there. Kind of reminds me of pictures of what Florida looks like for those guys. So that was kind of the running joke with us here, that we were going to have the 1 or 2 waves there, and then we'd have nothing to worry about once we would get out there. So that's why I decided to run 2 baits at a time. But one of the most important things was to stay hydrated. So even when I was making these runs, I would take like 2 or 3 bottles of water with me, and I would drink like 1.5 on the way out there and the other 1.5 on the way back. Even though, you know, it's pretty calm, light winds, it was still really hot out here. And so, yep. But I'll let y'all enjoy this, and that was just some of the behind the scenes details that I wanted to let y'all know. You know, it was some extremely hard work. I had kayaked over, by the end of the tournament, I had done over 15 to 20,000 yards of kayaking on the getting baits out and rerunning. And you know, when they got picked up, I would get back out there and, you know, try to get as many baits in the water and keep them in the water as long as we could between the shark runs and the occasional hook cutoffs that we got. And these were cutoffs made by whatever it was, because you could see the rod bow over, and when they were struggling to cut through the line, and then they would finally make it through. So, yep, that's the only cutoffs we really had. We didn't have any from, you know, just sitting there and they just went limp. Everything they would attempt to pull drag, and then the line would go. So it wasn't cool. But I'll leave y'all to hear the rest of these great sounds of the water for a little bit.
Good.
Oh, he got him. Took you long enough, dog. Stick 'em, bro.